Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They go play action now. Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns' drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Under 10. Kill.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete.
Do what we do.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Crochet to return it. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Rolling to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield is going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Hey, check back, back 6. Hey, tight. Let's go.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. Check. Hurry. Regular.
Mayfield now. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Alert.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake. Jackson. A big play there. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And inside the 20 before. The home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to Turn this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Dobbins running out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he goes out right around the 39.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They hand off to their big tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to run with Sanders. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade sixes.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Hurts. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, 32 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run here with Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Oh, twisting away. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 29, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Boyle here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. Edwards a 1st down and more. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
It's a gain of 8.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Sanders a 1st down, still going. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Matabike. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hurts will throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the... the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old call.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson can't get away, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2nd and 9. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. Now Wilson. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Godden.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Another run here with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run here with Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Edwards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Wilson to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
One last shot for Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.